Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Going good, hey.
All right, so happy Father's Day to all dads out there.
Yep. Happy Father's Day.
I had a great day. Was pretty much I worked the other days and finally had a day off, so I got to do my gaming. Got like about 15 platinums, moving up in the ranks of my gaming. I'm in 78th place, I think. And
Nice.
495th place in the world.
Damn, dude.
I know. David Blythe had put a comment out there today, which I was actually thinking about doing a cast anyway. But he's like, we know you're doing your gaming thing and stuff, but there's all this Doctor Who stuff going on, and why don't you do any
Neil Patrick Harris for one.
I don't know about you, but I'm very happy that he's in it. And they said he's going to play. Now,
it looks like the Celestial Toymaker again.
Yeah, they said he's going to play the Doctor's greatest foe. Now, that's up into interpretation for many different people. For me, the greatest foe is the Master, obviously.
Yeah.
And if you want to be technical, someone that doesn't always reoccur, like maybe Omega.
Yeah.
Celestial Toymaker. There's like a few, right?
Yeah.
Black Guardian, right?
Yeah.
So it could be one
and of... that's just a theory, folks. I'm not saying...
One of the Doctor's greatest foes.
Yeah.
Now, I don't... like as far as the Celestial Toymaker goes, that's what everybody's thinking.
Yeah.
But would the Celestial Toymaker dress up in a suit and start...
Who knows?
Supposedly he's causing destruction in the streets.
Okay.
We've seen that, and we've seen David Tennant. I got to tell you, David Tennant has not aged a goddamn
day. No. I know what his secret is, but yeah.
And the fact that he's wearing a different outfit,
thank
God, because in a way it's like shows that it's new and fresh, but at the same time familiar. The action figures alone would be phenomenal.
That's what I can't wait. That's what I can't wait. See how they're going to pull this one off.
But even selling his outfit, like people trying to buy the coats, that's going to happen too. And I'm going to try to buy it.
Yeah,
of course.
They're going to be selling out left and right.
I think was like hundreds of dollars, right, to get like a copy of his coat. I definitely think he looks fantastic. She doesn't look that bad, Catherine Tate. But like she's looking like the mom because she's a mom, right?
Yeah.
So that she's been a mom for like what?
I think that's what they wanted to make her show, so that way she's been a mom for that long, so it has worn on.
Has it really been that fucking long, bro?
God, yes.
God, has? Wow, that's crazy to think that.
Turns left now, she may throw a hit.
I know, right? I saw what it. I love Catherine Tate. She's freaking amazing.
There's a video out there, and they're talking, and from the sound of it, they're saying Mel in the background. So people are speculating whether it's going to be.
That she may be. I also saw a picture of. They said that they thought they saw Matt Smith on set.
Yeah.
But in the outfit that he had before, like Snowman, like when he was with the Ponds, up until Angels Take Manhattan type of thing. Which would be weird because, like, if he's involved with David Tennant's Doctor, the Matt Smith 11th Doctor encountered David Tennant's Doctor, but way after the Ponds, like with Clara, right? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it will be an interesting take to see the 11th Doctor interact with him and then find out he has no memories of that. And he's like, wait a minute. He's like, oh, I'm after.
Yes.
Because that would open up a thing where the 11th Doctor is going to be like, oh, I can revisit this face also, right? Which I honestly think, because technically they've been filming one episode, right? And there's supposed to be multiple specials.
I think it was I know it wasn't the first one. It was like episode 2 or 3 they were doing.
Well, they're doing a few, right?
Yeah.
For the 60. Supposedly, one of them is the mystery Christmas special we're getting this year, which is the first one to do with Donna Nova, right? But there's supposed to be a multi-doctor one. Now, it would be great if Russell T. Davis writes for Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, and Arthur Darvill, but I kind of feel that Moffat would be involved in that. I don't know why. Maybe he is secretly. Who knows? Maybe he's lying. He could be lying.
I don't
He
know,
could be
but
just writing.
I still think, and I know I know you agree. I would have loved to have seen somebody other than Chibnall do something for Whitaker. See how well they would have
That's what
done.
I'm saying. I kind of feel that
She was
the way
cheap.
well, here's the thing. The way I feel is that she has to regenerate into him,
Mm-hmm.
and if we don't get that, there's going to be a forever problem where people can always throw something in there, right? Like
Yeah.
she has to. If there's a if like Hayden said, if there was a degeneration virus that we covered a while back, right? If there is a virus and then it's healed, then she would have to be back as a doctor and
Mm-hmm.
then regenerate into him. But the problem with that is going to be would it happen that way? Would she even be in her outfit? Like, because she's going
Because
to be
that's
in
what I'm
David Tennant's outfit.
speculating too. So
She would be in David Tennant's outfit then, and then
yeah,
what is she going to change and then regenerate? Like, you're not going to get the way it was meant to be.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because the new person would regenerate into the clothes that she had on, and
Correct.
that would
And
look a
and
little bit weird.
well, maybe that's why they. Wow, we're still we're still going to see David Tennant, I guess, in
Yeah,
her
I'm not
outfit,
saying that, but yeah,
which is going to be interesting. I mean, supposedly we're going to see the Fifth Doctor, Sixth Doctor, and Seventh Doctor in that outfit, right? Supposedly, that's the rumor. But and that's the thing is that David Tennant's Doctor is after Jodie, so
yeah.
he's the 10, but with all the memories after Jodie, obviously went through Yasmin Khan and all that.
It's a
So
degeneration and regeneration at the same time in a way. So
right, it's a degeneration in appearance, but not in
yeah,
in the minds because it's obviously has all the memories after that. So, but I saw like he's saying brilliant and he's Alonzi. I heard he says, and this is and people were like, well, why didn't you? The reason why I wasn't doing videos is not because I didn't want to do videos, but like we've been saying this over
yeah.
and over again. It's like when our schedules have changed over the years, and I work at night, so I get home so effing late that
It
it's
would be by the
impossible.
time you get there, it's like, well, this is not gonna
Right. I mean,
happen.
unless something weird happens and I leave early, but that doesn't happen like that. So for me to get home at 12 o'clock, eat 1 o'clock, it's still late.
Yeah,
You can't,
because you
and I
haven't
don't
used
have
it.
I don't have energy. I don't have the energy. I mean, I could
Yeah,
sit. Of course, I'll sit down and I'll game
yeah.
because you're not using any energy there. But here's Connor.
Hey,
Connor,
Connor.
Hello. Hello.
what's
all.
up, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Good. So, I have a question. Like Neil Patrick Harris, he was wearing it. The first picture we had, he looked completely different, right?
Yes.
And then what we seen him dressed like is completely different from what he's supposed to be, I guess. So what is he? Is he the master or is he the celestial toy maker?
I'm pretty certain because of the set that they were on, because basically what they did for the filming was they had one street where it was modern day, whatever city they're in,
Right.
and then another street was like the 1920s.
Oh,
So it looks like there's some kind of time splintering going on.
okay.
On the street that was 1920s, there was a shop called Mr. Emporium's toy store. So there was actually a toy shop that was being built there for the purpose of the filming on that street. So it leads me to believe that, and especially because he looks like Geppetto from Pinocchio in that one photo, that he is the celestial toy maker.
Okay. Now the celestial toy maker is an entity, right, on par
Yes.
with I guess the Black Guardian, right? Very powerful being.
Well,
right?
you see, I always thought until literally this week that the celestial toy maker was a time lord.
So did I. So did I.
He's actually an eternal.
So did I actually. For some reason, I don't know why I thought he was a Time Lord, but yeah, that's weird. So he's from the same race as the Black Guardian.
No, he's eternal.
He's an eternal.
The Enlightenments. Remember the Enlightenment? Those dudes.
Okay. Now the Black Guardian is above the.
I can't remember what the Black Guardian is. I think is he a Celestial? Because I think the Celestials, isn't there? And the
Well,
'Cause I
not to
know
confuse the
Now,
MC,
the
not to
Eternals are
confuse
the
the
ones which
MCU Celestials with Doctor
yeah. Now
Who's
the
universe,
Eternals
but
are the Eternals are from Enlightenment. So
again, we're not talking about MCU guys. I know,
no.
we're throwing names out there that's MCU bound, but all right. So the last appearance, correct me, Connor, because it's been a while. Okay, the Celestial Toymaker appeared once or twice.
once in the
Once he did,
Celestial Time Maker. He was due to appear in
right, in the Nightmare Fair,
in the
right?
Nightmare Fair, yes,
Correct.
but
Sixth
that
Doctor,
never happened
right?
during Colin Baker's era.
And
But
Michael Gow was the one that played him in that episode. So
Yeah. So, but they made a brash statement, his greatest foe, which is up
because
into interpretation.
there is some logic behind that. I don't think it's greatest foe in terms of his most popular. It is genuinely because power-wise, the Celestial Time Maker is above 99% of his villains.
Right. Power-wise.
It's the only one that would take any real effort to defeat. You can see him being the overall arc of something like this because he kind of I don't know if you've seen like the original. It is mostly lost. The last episode does still exist, but they did put in a reconstruction out there of the first 3 episodes. And what he basically does is he kind of brings people into his world, which is basically just eternal playing games. And if they lose any of the games, which is never a fair game, there's always an amount of cheating to it as well on his part. They get trapped there forever, and they've got to live the rest of the life with him playing games. So he's a very powerful being. He's beyond most of the kind of power sets that the Daleks or the Cybermen or anything like that have.
Right.
So I think in terms of intellectually and by sheer power, he is the greatest foe that the Doctor's ever faced. But it's just that he's not got the status, even though in the fandom he's very, very popular. Everyone's wanted a return for the Celestial Time Maker for
forever.
donkey's years. Yeah. It's not as famous as the Master or recognizable as the Master. Or
now, my question is: supposedly we're getting multiple specials, correct?
Yeah, 3 specials apparently.
We're getting a Christmas, I heard, right, this year. Like
now, there was because there's a video that's gone around of a particular scene that they were shooting in an alleyway where the TARDIS lands and the Doctor and Donna exit the TARDIS, and Donna asks about a character called Mel, which is not Mel Bush, despite what people think. There was a leak that came out about a month before that scene was shot a couple of days ago, where someone said that there is a unit scientist called Mel who is responsible for stabilizing Donna for the meta crisis.
Oh,
so that's why they think that she's so brilliant, is because she basically saves Donna's life. Wow.
So that's how she
returning her memories to her.
So this happens off air, or it's going to happen in the special, I guess.
I think we might see it happen in the special.
So she's going to remember the Doctor right away because she's got her memories back.
After the stabilization of this meta crisis, yeah, I believe so. But she's going to be played by Ruth Madeley, who was in the Russell T Davies series years and years.
But is she? Let me ask you a question. This unit scientist, is actually a Time Lord in disguise or no?
No, I think it's just a normal character.
Okay.
Well, the leak did also say that there is a character also in unit called Alfie, who is the villain, who I think is probably going to be Neil Patrick Harris.
But he's the Celestial Time Maker.
But he's a Celestial Time Maker, so I think he takes many forms because he's trying to manipulate the Doctor through all of these settings.
Okay.
and it's like trying to kind of place where everything happens in the special.
Well, we still have to see the Centennial, right? Now,
Yeah.
the Hayden had said something towards the effect of the Master injects Jodie Whittaker's doctor with the degeneration virus or something that causes her to degenerate into the 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then David Tennant's.
Yeah, there's apparently a virus called Timefall, which makes her degenerate.
But instead of it working to kill her, it just stops, right? And she stays in David Tennant's form, correct?
Yeah, I remember reading somewhere. I think it's relating to the Celestial Toymakers. No, it's not. Is it? See, the Celestial Toymakers or Beeps and Meeps last appearance. Beep the Meep, who is another strange obscure character that
because they pulled Beep from
right?
From Doctor Who Monthly. That's where they introduce the character Sharon.
Yes, and actually, that's a very good.
I got the Marvel reprint. That's how I know.
I listened to the audio a couple of weeks ago. It's a pretty good story, actually.
So
and I can definitely see them doing a Sharon thing with Rose. Yasmin Finney's character.
So the Centennial, I guess it doesn't go according to plan for the Master, where she doesn't die, but then like it doesn't kill her, the virus. But now, as far as it goes, is the actual regeneration halted? Meaning that, like, she'll be the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 10th, but will it go back to Jodie and then to Ncuti Gatwa, or?
No, I think it will regenerate from Tennant into Ncuti.
Okay.
Because Shooty's first episode is going to be Christmas 23.
Right.
So his first episode is about a year and a half away.
Right. And then, but will we see David Tennant regenerate into Matt Smith and then Capaldi? You know?
I don't think so. I think that the only Doctor we'll be seeing between Jodie and Ncuti is Tennant.
Oh, so we won't see Matt Smith at all? Won't be no multi-Doctor?
Everyone is convinced that like Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi will appear in it, but I don't think he will. I think it'll just be David Tennant.
Okay. And it will be like, I guess, Christmas of this year, and then the
Christmas, Easter, and then there's a feature-length one again in November, apparently.
And then Christmas of that year would be not a Christmas special, right?
And then there'll be a Christmas special, yeah, where it's Ncuti. So there'll be 4 specials over the course of a year.
I like that. I'm down with that. That's pretty damn cool. I'm pretty happy about that.
Well, there'll be 3 in the 60th trilogy, which will be Tennant.
Melina.
Hello, Vita.
Hi. Glad you're watching. Okay, let me send her the link.
So, yeah.
Now we're also going to get the Daleks, I heard, too, right? At some point.
Oh, I hope not. I hope that they're kind of not in it for a bit.
Doing good.
Like definitely appear in Ncuti's first series, but not in. I wouldn't want them in any of the specials because they've been in every special.
I agree. I agree. I'm sorry, Daleks are great.
They're over.
But they need to lay low from the specials. They need to have them actually in the series from here on.
They've been in every special in the last.
Yeah, and that's getting
4 years, I think.
Yeah. It's like they really don't know how to put them in the series, so it's like, oh, I just do it in the specials.
I think what Russell is probably going to do is if he uses the Daleks as much as he has before, he will just have them in every finale where it builds up to some Dalek invasion sort of thing. I don't want him to really do that again because that's very much his first era way of doing things, but yeah.
You can come in. I don't know. You want to come in, Melina? I don't know if it's too late for her, but
I do think that there's going to be a lot of aspects of him taking things from the novels and the comics and the video games and all that sort of stuff this time around as well.
Okay. Now the character of Rose Noble, or whatever her last name is going to be, I guess it's going to be the last name of a husband, right? Noble
Temple. Temple Noble. Yeah.
Rose Temple Noble. Okay, Rose Noble Temple or Temple.
Temple. It's Temple Noble.
Okay, Noble. Okay, so she's the companion.
I don't actually think so because she's wrapped filming already.
Yeah, so like that was another thing. They announced I think didn't they announce a new companion for Shooty like 2 weeks ago, or somebody? There was either one or two people that were.
I'm not certain about. No, they didn't announce anyone. I think that Yasmin Finney is going to be a big part of the specials, but now I'm not sure that she is going to be the companion because I know that one aspect that she plays in the story is she's the first one to discover the aliens.
Okay.
So she discovers Beep the Meep, pretty much like how Sharon did in the comic story.
But also, she has her own show, right? Or no? Doesn't she have her own?
The actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has Heartstopper on Netflix, which is returning for 2 more series.
She's busy.
Yeah. What I actually think that they might do, which someone pointed out to me, which I think is a valid point, is I think that they're going to do a Donna sort of situation with her, where she's in it for a special, then she skips a year or two, and then she comes back, and as a more full-time permanent. Depends on how she was received as well, because
are we going to see Donna Noble with the new Doctor?
No, I don't think so. That it'll just be very much a Tennant Tate thing.
So he'll be regenerating alone like he was before?
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got to tell you, I'm very happy that David Tennant's back. I know some people are not, but I am. I'm ecstatic about it. And
there's an aspect of all of this which I'm really liking, and that I thought was really lacking from Chibnall's era. And part of it was because we never saw any of the kind of filming aspect side of it. When you watch filming of Russell T Davies's Doctor Who compared to almost anyone else's, you feel that there's like a real energy around it. And
I've always said
it's hard to explain, but I'm amored when I look at them. Like I'm just fascinated.
Moffat did a bit, but you can see it mainly in Davies. If you actually broke the episodes up within, like, let's say 20 to 30 minutes, there's actually a cliffhanger within those little segments.
But it's not just that; it's the fact that you get more excited.
Yes,
seeing that. And Chibnall was like,
Chibnall's like, that sounds good. Oh, let's see if this sticks to the wall. Oh,
you've got the likes of like Terrence Dicks and Robert Holmes and all that sort of stuff from the classic era, but I do genuinely think that Russell T Davies is the best writer to ever write for Doctor Who.
Absolutely. Do you think I ever write for Matt Smith? Do you ever think that there'd be a thing where Matt Smith will return?
He did, didn't he? He wrote this Sarah Jane Adventures episode.
No, but you think he'll do it again?
Well,
here's the thing. This is another thing I have to question about. Doesn't Shooty have a series also?
Yes, Sex Education.
So the thing is this possible? I'm throwing this theory out there, right? Is it possible that Shooty is a one-series Doctor?
No, because from what I'm not caught up yet, but what I know from Sex Education is that his character has moved to Nigeria, so he's in it less than he was the first 2 series or 3 series.
So Shooty's actually committed to 2 series at least.
Well, when he first did his first interview with Russell at that red carpet event for the BAFTAs, he did say that he wanted to do it for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
So he's not going to be a one-stop wonder.
Okay.
Because from the sounds of it as well, Russell has a plan for him. Like he wants to really develop his Doctor.
Hi, Melina.
And that's what he does. He develops the Doctor quite well. Oops.
Hi, Melina.
Hi. Keep on talking.
How are you?
I'm fine.
How you doing?
How's everybody doing?
Good. Had a good Father's Day. Nice, relaxing.
Oh yeah, right. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. So I'm psyched with this whole David Tennant thing. I mean, like I said, I was telling Scott before, I want to buy the coat. I want to buy the shoe. I actually bought the shoes that time, but my feet couldn't handle the shoes. I had to have wanted to win, so I kind of messed my feet up when I bought them. But
I
so-
will
so-
admit, I
yeah.
will admit, I prefer his new outfit to his old one.
I
I
like
like
his new
his
outfit.
I know his old one is iconic, but
No, but I like his
I
new
really
outfit.
like his new one.
So do I. I think it's like a small upgrade, like a more
I-
mature version, but still keeping the little Tenant touch, with the.
I mean, what is it about like when the Doctor wears a darker coat, like Seventh Doctor? Remember that when he had the darker coat and he was like
You always
more
knew that was going to be a very dark
serious,
episode
right?
By doing so,
And
it's the tartan suit that gets me. Where it was like pinstriped before, it's now tartan. That is a brilliant touch.
And we even had Jodie when she had the dark coat. I like that too. That one episode.
Yeah.
I loved it. So, I'm excited to see what David Tennant does with Donna Noble, Captain Tate. I'm so excited, man. I can't even.
He's got different hair now as well. It's not like it was before.
Yeah, but he still looks
spiky.
so good though.
He-
But he's
It
not
does
gonna have a
look good.
different personality. He's gonna be the same 10th Doctor personality. Pretty much. Right.
It's gonna be interesting to see how he plays it, because I don't think he's not the 10th Doctor. He's a new regeneration.
yeah, he's a totally different.
Are you sure about that? Like, it's
Yeah.
He's not going to be the 10th.
So it's
No,
not
it's the 14th.
reversing.
Is the 14th Doctor?
Yeah,
He's going to be considered the 14th Doctor.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
So
it's like I
he's the
said,
15th.
it's a regeneration in one aspect and degeneration in another.
Exactly.
But he's not going to act like the 10th Doctor. He's not going to be like.
There might be like snippets of him in there, but
Yeah.
Yet the clothes, yet
The accent is 100% the same. He's
Oh,
using
really?
the same accent.
Okay, so like again, this is like the last conversation that we had like a month ago. Is so like Scott, right? Like what Scott said, it was like a regeneration, but a degeneration at the same time.
No, there's basically physically. In other words, physically it appears to be a degeneration,
Right.
but in a sense, it's also a regeneration, because this is going to be a new version of the Doctor.
I mean,
Oh,
it's basically
But he's going to have the appearance of a classic Doctor.
basically all the memories of
Yeah.
Jodie's Doctor and Yasmin Khan and everything, but just a new personality, I guess. So he might be a little darker than.
I'm confused. I mean, if he's like, assuming that the rumors are true, right? That the Doctor gets sick, some kind of virus, right? That Jodie is dying, something like that. Jodie is dying. So it's like the point is to cheat death. That's the point of regeneration, is to cheat death. So I'm still a little confused, but
yeah, I think we won't really know anything until we see the Centennial.
right, correct.
Because it's all speculation.
There is an aspect as well of the Celestial Time Maker's influence that could explain why he's got his old face back. And it's because in the Celestial Time Maker, when that was first written, way back in Hartnell's era, Hartnell was originally going to be written out in that episode because the Celestial Time Maker was going to change the Doctor's face. Without regeneration, he was just going to manipulate and change his face. So there's an aspect maybe of that in there where it's the Celestial Time Maker that's made him to look like Tennant, because he's wanting to bring him into his game, which is exactly what the Celestial Time Maker
does. Does he feel like the 10th Doctor was the best incarnation of the Doctor, do you think?
I don't know. I think it's just because he wants to, like Melina said, confuse him.
Right.
He wants to get him on the back foot, especially because when they were filming in Bristol the other day, he was running around and he looked really confused, like obviously in character. He looks really confused. He was trying to work everything out, why it was that way. It looked like a pretty horrible situation for him, and Donna and Wilf were there as well. So they've all been dragged into it.
So this is the thing that I'm perplexed on. He's not going to act like the 10th Doctor at all.
He's got the same accent, but I don't know if the personality.
Because I heard him say brilliant. I heard him say Alonzi. Like he might
be channeling that every now and then.
I think
boy, where did that come from? There might be something like that.
I don't know, man. I think he's actually going to be just the 10th Doctor's personality. I think. Because let me ask you a question too. Like I've always felt this, but we talked about this.
Or his brain's trying to resync, and that just keeps coming back.
I always felt that the Two Doctors episode, remember that, Connor? That the second Doctor, that was a futuristic version of the Doctor where he took the second Doctor's form again, and he revisited his companions and gave them their memories back. Remember that episode? Like it was an older second Doctor. And the sixth Doctor had no memory of it and didn't know how he had a remote control.
I think they confirmed at what point in time that was for Patrick Troughton there. I don't think he was he wasn't a future version of
It wasn't?
No.
He was just pulled out of time on separate missions or something?
I'm gonna try and find the
because he was older and so was Jamie older. Jamie was
yeah. Okay. It usually will tell you on
because we know that the Time Lords erased the companions' memories of the second Doctor, with the exception of just the first adventure. That's it.
Yeah, basically one of these. They allowed him to remember them meeting him, but not traveling.
And the first event, right? Just about. But he was always traumatized by that because he said in the 5 Doctors episode, he was miserable about that. Really, that they did that. Like he would probably undo it if he could. Just like the Donna Noble thing was tragic too, that he had to erase her memory to save her. Donna Noble. So.
Right, and the question still, I'm guessing about the Rose name, because obviously the name Rose was named after Rose.
She remembered something. Yeah.
So there is that's another question. How does she remember? What made it click?
Well, Connor just said that there was a leak, right, Connor? That want to tell her what you told us just before she came in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was a leak where it's about there is a unit character called Mel who it is responsible for stabilizing Donna in the Meta Crisis, so she gets her memories back without dying. And there is also a character within Unit called Alfie, who is the villain, who's probably going to be Neil Patrick Harris. And then the rest of the leak was about that it's about time splintering. So there is, and it's as a result of the fallout of the Centenary special. So it does.
Okay.
It does link in with what happens in the Centenary. I'm gonna actually find the full leak because I do have it somewhere.
We also, I would think that Russell T Davies would also wrap up that the universe is restored, right? Compared to Chibnall left it destroyed with the exception of 2 planets, planet Earth and the other planet they were on, which they basically said the universe was destroyed. There's nowhere to travel to, like unless you travel back in time. But I'm sure, Connor, he's going to fix that, correct?
I don't actually know how much he'll fix and how much he could just ignore it.
Right.
In much the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a bit bigger disrespect, I guess, right? Than in explaining it. That sucks. That shit sucks.
I honestly, I'd rather just forget that the Chibnall
I forgot already.
Ignore it, the better.
I want somebody to come up, neuralize me, and make me forget. Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not trying to be a troll. I promise I'm not trying to be anything. I actually forget that there's such a thing as a Chibnall era. I really do. I am not trying to be funny here. I really
had to go back. That shit's all gone.
I forget sometimes. I get so
like Chibnall who?
Chibnall
Whitaker what?
And I feel bad. I'm not trying to be a troll, but I even forget that there is a Centenary special. That we have one more special left from Chibnall. I forget. I completely forget.
We all want to forget. Trust me.
It's like watching like Aliens go from James Cameron to like directed by the one that directs Madonna videos, and then it'd be like Alien 3, and then James Cameron come back and do an Alien.
You mean James Ritchie or whatever his name is?
Right? And then the Alien franchise sucked for like years.
God, it's just so forgettable now. It's like there's nothing about it.
It's like B-movie Doctor Who, really.
Exactly.
D?
It's like straight to the
or
DVD.
Z or D or whatever the hell it is.
It's like straight to the DVD.
Infomercial, like whatever.
Gosh.
God, right?
Not even the 99-cent bin. It's like the 1-cent bin.
I think the sad thing, the one thing will stick out on her era is when Graham said he was worried about having cancer, and she's like,
and she just had this.
Like, I was just like,
so bad, so bad. That really angered me so much.
Yeah,
that is not the doctor. That is absolutely not the doctor. The doctor is about giving hope. And she didn't have to even say anything. I think a simple hug.
I make fun of that shit all the time when like Graham's like, I'm gonna say
lost look like she always has.
No, but like Brian's, I'm gonna leave, and she's all upset, and then Graham's like, I'm gonna leave too. She's like, all right, Graham, okay, take care. Like fuck you, like oh shit, fuck you, bro. Like okay, I'm like, oh shit.
And here I resisted real hard from shooting the
you had an emotional scene that I love that scene where he's just sitting down talking to her in the middle of the episode. He's like, you left us, and I'm kind of done with you. And she was like just like upset. And then when he announced he's leaving, she was genuinely upset, right? But Graham's like, I'm gonna leave too, and she should have been upset too.
Yeah.
With Graham, but Chibnall's a dick. And I guess doesn't like old people or some shit.
He was doing the whole.
He doesn't like old people.
He's a white male. He's an
right. He's a jerk off. So right. He did a total fucking jerk off.
We can get this old fart out.
And she didn't give a fuck, honestly.
Yeah. She never did.
Oh, she did. No, she did. Because here's the thing, right? The best I gotta tell you, one of the best things he ever wrote was when he had gone toe to toe with her. And he's like, in so many words, I'm not like, this motherfucker killed my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get this fucking bitch, Tim Shaw, and I'm going to fucking kill this motherfucker, right? And basically she's like, go back to the TARDIS. And she's like, you do that, you're done. Right? And it was like, oh shit, right? There was conflict. And I always said it, right, Connor? Fucking conflict in the fucking relationship between the companion and the doctor is fucking fabulous, right? It was one of the best shit of that shitty fucking Ranskor Av Kolos fucking finale bullshit that you've ever had.
Chibnall doesn't even like that episode. He's admitted it.
He's a fucking jerk off.
He thought he actually thought on reflection it's not a finale.
Yeah, he changed it. He changed it where the fucking New Year's special was the finale. No, he changed it because he was embarrassed and he fucked up. I told you. Remember what? Didn't I say that, Scott? I'm like, this motherfucker's going to be embarrassed.
Yeah, so he's going to have to change.
He's going to make it that the New Year's thing was the finale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because he was embarrassed.
Supposedly there are rumors. I don't know how. These are just rumors, but supposedly he's not going to attend the San Diego Comic-Con. That he doesn't want anything to do with San Diego.
Wait a minute. Is that cries of relief I'm hearing? Is that a standing ovation?
Well, you know what? A key to the end of Yasmin Khan probably was already foreshadowed in the episode where she told Dan, if I was going to go through all this, I would have rather not met her at all. Meaning you're going to wipe her fucking memory of the doctor. And that shit's over. She's gonna be in a traffic fucking cop thing, not knowing what the fuck is happening, thinking something's fucked up, and she's not gonna remember shit. And that's probably what's gonna happen.
1 minute she's a perfect cop, 1 minute she can't do shit, and then she's back.
And now she's gonna be back to a cop again. Nice fucking life, right? She won't remember Graham, Ryan, anybody. That's probably gonna happen that way because she's gonna be fucked up otherwise. I guess
he wrote her so.
He screwed her
badly.
Up. He didn't know what to do with her. That's the whole point was, right? He loved writing for Ryan because it reminded him of his family member that had dyspraxia, right? But then he wrote himself into a corner because it's not solved that easily, right? So you tried to make it like maybe the fucking radiation from the TARDIS kind of fucking made him improve a little bit, right? Which was weird. But he didn't like Graham. Like, I don't, for some reason, he gave stories about Graham. He liked Graham, writing for Graham better than her.
But like I said,
and everybody was on him about her.
Episodes, it was pretty much setting up. Okay, he's a white male. He's an older white male, and at this current time, let's all treat white males.
No, but you know what I think he changed though, just sort of like Moffat changed with Amy and the Doctor and then Rory, right? He changed because he gave all the best storylines to Graham and fucking Ryan, and nothing to her, and then something like a light switch changed, and then he was all of a sudden like, oh, Yaz is the greatest fucking thing there is.
Yeah.
Better Graham. Including my wife, she said. Did she say that I'm including my wife?
Yeah, River. Like you're talking about River, like you putting her on caliber River Song. River Song would kick her fucking ass, and she sucked.
So hard. That was
Yasmin Khan sucks because they never. You know what the problem is, Chib? Though this is the weird part because it's right, Connor. It's not like he's a bad writer, right? He wrote some amazing shit for Amy and Rory, right? So I don't know what his fucking problem is, honestly, because some of the best stuff, right, Connor? He wrote great shit.
Yeah, I think there's two aspects to it. He didn't want to do the job in the first place. That's well known. Secondly, we've been really fortunate in that we've had Russell and then we've had Moffat. Both of them really understand Doctor Who. Do you understand how to write Doctor Who?
So he was happy when he was under them, right?
Yeah.
But when he did it on his own, he was fucking miserable.
He got asked to come back for series 9 or 10 under Moffat, and he said no.
Right.
But then he came back 2 years later to do the show again.
Moffat said he got him drunk though, for real.
He got kind of. I think he got kind of forced into it.
Yeah.
And it just reflected in the writing. And
it was probably like, if you don't fucking do this, you're never gonna fucking have work again. Like the BBC probably really fucking got him.
He's a fan of the show, and I think he always will be. But there's a difference between being a fan of the show and understanding the show enough to be able to write for it.
But he was happy though. But this is the thing. This is why I'm saying he was purely fucking happy.
Because he wrote the Moffat. Think about it, in a way, he didn't have the pressures of being a showrunner on his shoulders.
Correct, so but I did like his episodes though. Dinosaurs on a spaceship, Power. I liked his shit though.
He had a few good ones, yeah.
I mean, sure.
And you're like, how is this the same fucking person?
There were
how is the same shit? No, but the interact. Yeah, but you got to look past the episode and look about the key moments of the Doctor talking to Amy. That was beautifully written. I'm sorry. Even in the Power 3.
If we went based off of how it was actually originally written, his best episode would have been Hungry Earth, Cold War. Not Cold War, Cold Earth.
Right, which wasn't one of my favorite episodes either, but I wasn't crazy about those.
I still think
what's the second part called? It's not Cold War and it's not Cold
Earth. It's the Hungry Earth and the fucking stupid. It's a fucking weird ass title.
It's that forgettable that I've forgotten the
exactly.
I never do that.
Yeah,
I never do that.
Me too. Because Chibnall sucks ass, basically.
I'm gonna find out the name.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Jesus, am I getting old or not?
No.
Cold
Chibnallitis. Cold
what? No, it's Cold Blood.
Cold Blood. Yeah, it made no fucking sense. Correct. Made no sense. Thank you.
Based off of how it was originally written, that would have been his best 2 episodes because, according to Gareth Roberts, who now can no longer go anywhere near Doctor Who due to his toxic behavior, he read Chibnall's original scripts for them 2 episodes, and they were genuinely amazing. That it was like the best of the series. He nailed these Silurians.
Right.
And then because of budget restraints, they had to really scale it back. So
I still think they should have kept the faces like the masks. I really do.
Yeah, and there was going to be things like the Silurian hives, which was then later referenced in Peter Capaldi's era and stuff like that. So you were going to see a lot of the Silurian kind of.
Well, the Silurians are in space; they inhabit another planet. That was the thing, right? They have a new homeworld now.
Yeah, so
that was revealed. I think was that Murder on Orient Express? Did they say that or something like that about the Silurians? I forget where it was. He kind of threw shit in there that made no sense, like Moffat, like talking about other people.
Yeah,
but anyway,
yeah. There's a lot of strange references that pop up now and again. But yeah, so that was going to be his original. I think that would have been his best 2 episodes as originally written.
Yeah. When are we going to hear announcements about? Well, I guess we got to get through the Centennial first.
Well,
sadly,
God forbid they'll promote that shit because they won't promote it really.
People were expecting it to be Sunday, some announcement, but
yeah, it's coming out October, so we ain't going to see shit till September.
Right, in June.
We ain't going to see shit. Chibnall doesn't promote anything.
No, I don't.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't. And you know what's so funny is that the Doctor Who official Twitter account they just throw in some random stuff that they throw in.
They have to
some Tasman stuff because they know that
there's nothing out there.
The only people who are interested in this era right now are the Tasman stands.
Correct.
Tasman those are the series.
You know what the funny thing is, though, Melina? As soon as the fucking Centennial is done, you're gonna see fucking posters and billboards everywhere of fucking David Tennant's face. Russell T Davies is gonna promote, right, Connor? The fucking shit out of it.
Doing it.
Yes.
He's already.
I'm hearing, from what I heard, fucking Times Square is gonna fucking be loaded with Doctor Who, like he had before, before. They're gonna promote the shit out of David Tennant and Catherine Tate, like all over the fucking place. And it's going to be like it was, Connor, right? Where Doctor Who merchandise is going to be fucking everywhere. And everybody and their mother is going to know what Doctor Who is.
Yep.
Thank God.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if you guys noted the behavior on Twitter of the Jodie stands. Now, let me be clear about something. There's no problem with Jodie fans. I'm talking about the Jodie stands, the very obsessive, the extremists, the very excessive, very obsessive.
They're going to be out like yesterday's newspaper.
Yeah, it's just the Jodie stands are very upset at the people who are happy on posting David Tennant stuff, and then of course, guess what? They're insulting Russell T Davies and say like, how dare you? You're disrespecting Jodie's.
Let them go to fucking some other fucking show now. Jodie, stay there.
And David,
like a Vampire Diaries type or some shit. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. They're not real. Like they'll leave the show and they'll never come back until the Doctor's a woman again.
No, they're gonna forget this. Trust me, they're not gonna come back. Those kind of people that you see like that, you're not gonna see them active on Doctor.
They tried to, you know what it is? They tried to twist the show in their image, and this fucking idiot Chibnall budged and changed the show in their fucking image the way they want.
Because it's the only audience that are interested right now in Doctor Who.
Because the ratings were in the toilet, but then there was a little audience that liked it, and he's like, "Oh, let's cater to these fucking people."
Exactly.
And they're too fucking stupid to realize that he used them, right? Just like he manipulated all Doctor Who fans. Are like, "Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna throw Tegan and Ace in there and let them go fucking crazy."
Right?
Then I'm on my fucking A-game, baby. Everybody loves me. And then like everybody's like, "Oh, it's fucking great. Kid was fucking great. Got fucking Tegan and Ace. Fuck." Like it's like they're all fooled. It's like fuck, bro. Fuck.
Here's a little seasoning for you.
Look, this fucking K9. What? Oh shit. This Capaldi. Fuck. Like you put all kinds of shit in there.
Well,
here's the 5th Doctor. Here's the 6th Doctor. Here's the 7th Doctor.
Well, one thing I've not seen many people even mention about the fact that they've cast Neil Patrick Harris in Doctor Who is just how big of an actor he actually is.
He's fucking great.
Especially in America.
Oh,
He's
yes.
huge.
He's fucking huge, bro. He was the villain in fucking the Matrix, the new Matrix movie.
Yeah.
He was in tons of shit, bro.
A good how do you say, good comic, good actor. He's the whole package.
I
Completely.
was watching his shit before you guys were born when he was Doogie Howser fucking MD.
Yeah, I remember. I saw a few of those episodes.
You guys weren't even born. I'm fucking watching him. He was like, there's a show he started. He was a young kid that he graduated at the top of his class, and he was supposed to be in like high school, but he's a fucking doctor. He's a genius, and they had a whole series on him. He was a kid, and it was fucking great. And then he just kept taking off everything he did.
Yeah,
it's like gold.
Did you know you have people? There's some people hating on him, saying like he said something in the past, like something.
Oh, he did not.
Shut up.
Like
you know what? Let me tell you something. There's going to be haters everywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You're always going to have haters. Doctor Who right now is going in such a positive direction.
Oh yes.
And you would think that you would never have any haters, but you're going to have some assholes. I had people today. I didn't know. Thank God I have a great support system with my gaming. But my people were on it. Like somebody posted a whole bunch of shit, and they reported that shit before I could even see it, and got that taken down off YouTube. Someone bashing me and threatening me, and I didn't even know about it. And they told I have a nice fan base too with the gaming now, and they told me that like this person was very vicious. They didn't want my Father's Day ruined, and basically they fucking flagged the shit out of this person, took him out, and I never even got to see the comment.
Nice.
Wow.
You know, there's assholes like that. It's like they try to ruin your day.
Isn't it fun to get threatened? I got threatened today too, and it had nothing to do with Doctor Who. It was so okay. You want to know something? No offense for all you white people out there, but you know what's worse than the white people SJWs? The Latino SJWs are probably the worst. No, I'm serious. They're probably the worst.
White people.
And in this country, there is a very minority of the SJWs, and right now we're having like this little thing, war with them because they want to change the Spanish language to fit to the non-binary.
What?
Oh yeah,
because
you Wonder Bread motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you understand Spanish, there's the male and female I don't know if you say
I know.
but like for example, like I don't know, la casa is like more female, right? El carro, which is male, anything with that thing. So they want to like make it new, how do I say, gender neutral and all that stuff.
Gender neutral,
the language?
Yes, they want to change.
Oh my god. Really?
I took German. Okay, I took German in high school, and there was like a lot of Dandy Das thing, and that's similar. There's a female and
the only German I know is from Indiana Jones. The language Schnell Wechseln. I used to watch Indiana Jones, and I was like, okay.
But
the Latinx stuff. Yeah, we heard about that here. So they try to push it here too.
Please, we're gonna have an everything show based on this, because I did want to talk about Buzz Lightyear and all that stuff too, which we will.
Which was good. Which was good.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, the Lightyear movie.
I'm not actually really interested in seeing that, but I mean, it's good. But
we're gonna do. I think because scheduling, we're gonna have to do everything show this week. Chris, we have a lot of stuff to talk about with Godzilla and Star Wars and.
Obi-Wan. I watched Obi-Wan.
I still gotta watch the rest of it. I'm up to. I saw episode 3. I just haven't got a chance to watch the rest of it.
I mean,
but I want to say thanks to David Blythe for getting my attention to do this cast today. It was on the back of my mind, yes, and I'm glad I got to do the Whovians tonight with you guys. So that's pretty cool. So, how you been, Scott? Doing good?
Been doing good, yeah.
How you doing, Melina?
I pretty much swam home due to it was 91 degrees here.
Wow.
Before the heat index.
I tried it, Melina. Like, I see all the conflict on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I kind of like I look at it and I'm like, I kind of stay away because I know like everybody's battling everybody and it's like WrestleMania every single day. And
Oh yeah, that's me.
bleeding.
Sorry.
No. Not you. I'm not saying that you. I'm just saying like people battling you guys. And I'm like, oh my god, this battle.
If I'm not
I
posting
don't even,
something, I'll take a quick
I'm just
glance
posting my
over
gaming
and then
shit,
just,
and I'm like, okay.
I like I said, this person actually threatened me because like she got mad about a friend who said something about the new Thor, I forgot, Love and Thunder, saying like the goats looked more having more expression than the women. And, it's true. I mean, for there was nothing sexist about that. I mean, if it was sexist, he and I had discussions before, like arguments. He knows that I'm blunt. He knows that I call him out if I don't like it. He knows it. But we're friends, It's like it because to be honest. And so if he was this sexist, trust me, I wouldn't be following him. So this girl said, it something like, you don't know about women, something like that, or never seen a woman before. And he said, well, I'm married. And then she started like insulting his wife and trying to like humiliating his wife.
Oh, please.
And she was talking in Spanish. Now I knew exactly the context. I knew exactly the language style because every Spanish speaking country has a style of speaking, right, in Spanish. And so I knew it right away. No. This is Puerto Rican. When I went to her profile, it Puerto Rican. She goes to the same university as I did.
Oh shit!
I know this style because, FYI, there's a university here that it's very well known. It's called the University of Puerto Rico Rio Piedras in San Juan, the capital of Puerto Rico, and it's very well known for intellectuals and also the ones that are very SJWs. You got both, So I told her in Spanish, I said, you know what, don't bring up his wife, leave his wife alone.
Yeah, fuck off.
She started calling me a woman hater. She thought I was a dude. She started using like the
because you have the Vader name, right? She doesn't say Melina.
The insult. I mean, it says Latina. Latina is a female pronoun of saying like female Latino, right? Latina. So like it's so obvious there, and nothing. Long story short, she blocked me after she called me a woman hater and started calling me names, and I got so mad because I knew she was Puerto Rican. I knew she was living here. I mean, it said her in her bio, and I said in Spanish, I said, unblock me. Or tell it to my face, because I also am from the University of Puerto Rico. And then she unblocked me. She said, "Are you threatening me?" It's like, that's not a threat.
Shut the fuck up.
It's telling to my face. Is that a threat? That's not a threat.
No, that's growing a pair. That's what it's
People
called.
People are stupid.
Exactly. And then she started threatening me, saying that she's gonna break my face, that she's gonna have a knife. That she sees me, she's gonna stab me and all that shit.
Please. People are so jealous. Like all these things were coming at this way with
they're
the gaming. People threatening me because I'm
braver behind this than they are in real life.
Right. They're all just, if you want to be like if you're gonna be jealous of me gaming, why don't you just game yourself and get to where you want to get to, right? Don't tell me like I suck. I don't suck. Come on. And don't threaten my life because you're not where like you are gaming wise. Just get where you want to get. Just put up or shut up. Stop the bullshit. Play your fucking games. You want to be number one? Be fucking number one. If you don't want to be number one, then shut the fuck up. Right? Or if you don't want to be serious about the gaming, then shut the fuck up. But don't hate on me because you're jealous. Oh, he sucked. Yeah, I suck. I got over 25,000 fucking trophies. Yeah, I suck. Okay, shut up, please.
No, it's just jealousy, and
it is. I don't even care anymore. It's like I'm thanking my people for just saving me the trouble of seeing that. I appreciate that. That was nice. But
they reported
I'm not. Yeah, I didn't even get this. They told me afterwards, but I'm like, oh, okay. I got like 15 platinums today, so I was like going nuts. And I just went crazy, and then it went out for a little bit, and but I'm probably gonna do gaming after this. But we're gonna do the everything show this week, and we're gonna do some more Whovians cast because I'm sure we're gonna have more stuff. I'm working tomorrow, but I'm off on Tuesday and I'm off on Thursday.
I am working on a thing on a video, which somebody gave me the idea, so to speak, because I was chatting with somebody on one of the Star Trek sites The new World Series. Oh, I love it. That is so
good. Yeah.
It's great. It's better than Discovery. Literally,
really?
it is so much better
than
Discovery.
All right, so we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to see this.
In my country. It's not available in my country. Paramount Plus.
Go to stream. I either watch it on High Movies or Streamlore, so you might be able to find it there.
Okay, good.
But no, it is so. Oh God, it is so good.
So we have to review this. Then you're saying definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
But no, I said it would be kind of neat if they could just name drop or do a description of the Doctor inside the series, because I'm always trying to push the Doctor on other shows.
Well, they did that with S.H.I.E.L.D. They mentioned Doctor Who.
And the guy goes, well, because of the time thing, it wouldn't really work. I said, he's right in a way. So it got me to thinking. I take Doctor Who and have it influencing Star Trek and vice versa. And I've got the video, little individualized video.
So we'll see you later.
So I'm going to put that together and I'm going to post it either to Rumble or YouTube. I don't know yet.
Okay. How was that? That's good. We'll talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
That other platform. But also I know people complain that I'm not posting in my main channel, so I will be doing that this week. And there is a possibility you may see other incarnations of me again pop up. Yeah.
Oh God.
Some of them I heard.
Guinea pig to him too.
I think Sky Havoc will be popping in here and there this week. We'll see. He's going to be doing some stuff on the channel, so we shall see. Heard he's doing some type of lesson. I don't know what that is, but all right. I said there's no lessons on my channel, but I guess Sky Havoc's going to have a lesson. All right. Yeah, exactly. How many incarnations are there now? 7? I don't know.
I don't know.
I lost count.
Every time your thing goes black, I'm just praying. I'm just praying and stuff.
I know. I don't know, man. Still got it after all these years, right, though?
Yeah.
I know.
But that thing is so much, that Strange New Worlds is so much better written than Discovery.
No, we couldn't even watch it. Couldn't watch Discovery, bro.
No, yeah.
Couldn't even watch it. It's terrible. God. All right. Thank you, Melina, as always. Thank you, Connor. I know Connor had to probably go to work or whatever. Thank you, Scott. We'll be back this week. Probably, hopefully, Tuesday. Or tomorrow night, we'll see how. Well, no, not tomorrow night. I get home late, but Tuesday, Thursday, yeah, pretty much. All right, thank you guys. Going back to my gaming now. Take care. Bye for now.